right. And on the countdown.
Yeah.
I think it's echoing on yours. Are you on the phone?
Yeah, I just turned it off. I shared it. I just had it turned up. That's all.
That's all right. That's all right. What's going on, everybody? For the ones that still up, this late night talk. Text to you, I got a special guest on here. And my friend, Mr. David Stout, man. And how you doing tonight, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right, all right. Like I said, um, just chit chatting and stuff, and letting people know what's been going down. As far as just this whole COVID-19 mess and just politics and people. There's people out here that's just man in a panic. They need the solution to the problems, man.
Yep.
And we
They
was
need
trying to
hope.
talk about this. Yeah. Oh, go ahead, man.
Yeah, they need hope. And right now, hope is not in abundance for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, some people are gaining jobs back. For most of them, they're not getting their jobs back. I mean, my wife was furloughed.
Yeah.
She found out she worked in the healthcare industry, and she worked basically at two different times, but they let her combine her time back together. They let her carry her old time that she had there, and she had a total of like 12 years tied up there. And she
Yeah.
found out when they furloughed her, she wasn't going back, but she applied for a few other jobs, and she's actually going to go work for their competitor, and they're going to pay her more money and give her better benefits. So she was like, "Peace, I'm out."
I know that's right. I know that's right, man. And I know we did a live earlier. Shoot, I was at a different part of Waco, and it was cutting in and out. But hey,
Yep.
we're in here, got good signal. Hey, we on the Wi-Fi, man. I too was furloughed at the job. I posted it on Facebook about how they not gonna call me back no more. But like I said, I'm not in no panic. I ain't tripping and stuff. But a lot of there's like over 22 million people still without jobs, David.
Yep.
Crazy.
And no clear path to put all the 22 million back to work.
Right. Exactly.
Because it's either shut down, or it just closed up because it don't have, there's no money for it anymore. The businesses had to close because they couldn't keep it afloat, and see, there's like the one business here in St. Louis, it's called Amaghetti's. It's a sandwich shop, but they make other Italian food, and they started down in St. Louis Hills. Matter of fact, their recipe for their sandwich or for their bread's getting ready to be like 100 years old next year, and these people bought it and they're running it. Well, when stuff got crazy, I mean, you talk about adapting. When stuff got crazy, and people were having trouble getting eggs and milk and stuff like that, the guy that owns that wasn't having any trouble getting it from his supplier, so he just started ordering more of it, and he started running. He still does all his other stuff. He does sandwiches, all the food and everything else, but now he's got a little market going too, and he's not even really charging people crazy prices for it. He's like, I'm trying to help the community around me, because they're the people that buy his food,
Exactly.
So he adapted, and a lot of people they don't know, they don't have enough. They don't think they're not forward thinking enough to do that.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of us out here that's not being real adaptive to the environment. Like some, like I said, they'll be at that job for about 10, 15, 20 years. And then when that job shut down, it's like that's all they knew. They don't know what else to do.
Yep.
You know, and I feel like it's keeping a lot of us brain dead because we're not thinking outside of the box. And I'm like, man,
and there's not enough people paying attention to what's going on around us. And I mean, boy, we could cover a whole bunch right here because I mean, one of the great things about being an entrepreneur is when you read, and you read a lot, like most of us do, you read a lot of things and you just tend to read what's going on out here in the world. And, you know, you start getting different because mainstream media, no, I'm not too in tune with them. You know what I mean? I mean, I you know, because it's always a political agenda with both, you know, with the mainstream media. And I'm just like, look, man, I don't care about Democrat, Republican. I care about people being healthy, and let's move the hell forward and figure it out. We can have the argument about politics later. You know, that's fine. Y'all can argue about that later. Let's keep people from dying, you know.
Exactly. And how the whole designer mask thing going on, that shit don't work. That's just my opinion. That the mask don't work, and people still dying from the shit.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, if I can smell something through that mask, most likely something coming through that mask. You know, I mean, come on, give me a break. No mask is gonna solve anything. You know, but they sure ain't sticking me with no damn vaccine either. Not when they're talking about, oh, we'll just bypass the testing for it. We'll just go ahead and stick everybody with it and see what the hell happens. We'll just let the general public be some guinea pigs. No, I'm good.
Yeah,
I drink orange juice.
That's it. Drink, man. That's all you got to do. I keep oranges and mandarins in my house, man.
Yeah.
My immune system is the Avengers, all of them strong. They battle, they good.
Yeah, I mean,
man, it's crazy. And with this whole, you know, it's always a distraction every month, man. Always a distraction to keep us out the know.
Yeah.
Distraction for what's really going on.
And literally, when, you know, earlier this year when all this started, and I think we was in like, what, April, and somebody said, you've now started level 4 of Jumanji. I started thinking about that, and I'm like, boy, this is about the truth, too. Because every month it's something new, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, damn.
We're on level 7 now, because there's supposed to be 2 hurricanes coming.
Yeah, here we go.
Louisiana, I think another one going towards Mississippi. Like it's hitting the south. It's going to hit the south hard.
Yeah.
Luckily, I don't live in Houston because Houston always getting hit with hurricanes. Well, shout out to my people. Shout out to my people that do live in Houston. That's staying strong down there. I mean, I love the city, but I can't live down there with them hurricanes steady flooding the cities and stuff. That's why I live right in the heart. Waco, Texas, man, you don't get none of that. You'll get a good severe thunderstorm every now and then, but as far as just hurricanes and a tornado every week, it ain't happening here in Waco, man. I'm thankful for that. You know,
I couldn't live on any place I think where hurricanes come, because I mean we went on vacation one year to Florida, and we was down there when I forget what year it was, 2006 or 2007, I think it was 2006. I think it was when Tropical Storm Barry come rolling through there. And I tell you what, man, that's some serious stuff right there. That was just a tropical storm. I was like, damn. They're like, oh, this is just a tropical storm. I'm like, well, I don't want to see what a hurricane's all about then, because this is pretty bad right here. You know?
Oh, bro, I've been in one, man. That shit is crazy. Like right in the hurricane. It wasn't no Category 5. Thank God it wasn't no Category 5. But it was still a strong storm.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, yeah, last year, yeah, I earned a Purple Heart for that. So I survived through that hurricane, man. It was crazy. I come home, talk to my lady. I said, man, I'll put my life on the line, and your ass ain't cooking nothing.
Yeah, I mean here, you know, I used to have a job where I traveled, and I drive from here to Denver. You know, that's a 12-hour drive from St. Louis to Denver. We drive right through Kansas, and I had a buddy that lived in Junction City, and that's halfway between here and Denver. And we stopped, man. We rolled in there one time, and I swear, if we wasn't in the middle of the country like that, I'd have swore we was in a hurricane. As bad as it was, because you know that's like tornado alley right through there. And I mean, I had all the scaffolding on top of the truck, and we was rocking back and forth. My nephew over here is chain smoking because he's nervous, and he's like, "Uncle Dave, I'm like, I got this, man. Don't worry about it." I mean, I mean, that's about the worst thing like that I've been in. I mean, it was pitch black. We couldn't see nothing. So, you know, other than driving through the mountains in Colorado through the snow, that ain't no fun either. That ain't no fun.
Yeah, I don't think I ever. Well, yeah, I have. A couple of times I drove a bus through a severe thunderstorm, and I don't know if it was, it wasn't a tornado. Thank God it wasn't. But I mean, it seemed like time stopped at a certain part on I-35. I'm like, oh. I'm like, man, I'm looking around. I'm like, man, I better not be near no tornado, man.
When it gets quiet like that, you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah, because it was raining like extremely hard, and then it just like, boom, like, I said, what the hell? I like, man, I'm looking around. I'm like, man, I'm finna get picked up in this. I'm in this bus. I'm trying to hurry up and get to Waco, man. I'm like, man, God, not tonight, please. I'm not ready to go today.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy. But yeah, man, I mean, look what's going on with I mean just with all this pandemic stuff, and you know, I mean, it's just crazy. It really is, because you know, you got all the fighting that's going on. We're in the middle of an election.
Yeah.
We got a damn pandemic going on. We got, I mean, just and you know, here in St. Louis, we got they've done call for federal agents to come in here to calm the city down. We had, I want to say it was like 52 murders in July.
Damn.
Oh, these boys in St. Louis ain't playing. They ain't playing. That's up like 18% from last year, which was up 18% from the year before.
Wow.
Yeah, and well, see, here's the problem. Is our circuit attorney here, she don't want to prosecute nobody, and I understand. Okay, she's after the police force is what she's after, and trust me, St. Louis City Police Force has got problems. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But she's kind of turning the criminals back out into the streets, and they're bold. They're getting bold around here, and I mean, you know, there's certain parts. If I Uber, I'm telling you, if I Uber and I'm like, no, I ain't going there. No.
Yeah.
And people come to St. Louis, and you pick them up, and they're like, so what is there to do in St. Louis, and where should I stay away from? I'm like, well, you don't want to go over here, and you don't. I'm just like, just stay in a hotel room, you know. They're like, damn. I'm like, no, I mean, and for a small city. We're not a big city, and for us to lead the country per capita in murders for I don't know how many years in a row now, it's just nuts. And I mean, it's like, give me a break. And it's all, I mean, they're getting bold. I
I feel like it's gonna get get worse next month, man, because kids going back to school and they trying to figure out how in the hell they gonna get the kids to school and how they gonna do remote learning and do people's schedules just messed up, man.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Like I registered my son in the school. He's doing remote school, so he's gonna be doing it here at the house. But I know how I love my son to death. I know exactly how he operates.
Yeah, my stepsons, they're gonna go. They got to go. They're gonna do 2 days a week at school. They're in high school. One's a senior, one's a junior, and they do 2 days of school, and then they do the other 3 at home remote learning. And they don't like the remote learning.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, because you don't want to be home with me.
Because you ain't gonna play no hooky with me. You gonna sit here behind this goddamn screen.
That's right. Because
listen to what they talking about.
well, we have to have it done, all the work done by a certain time, and blah blah. I'm like, oh, I bet you will too, because I will be in there making sure. They're pretty good about it too. I don't have to get on to them too bad because they know they don't want the Wi-Fi cut off.
Mm-hmm. That's what they asked me when I was driving school buses. They said, "Man, who's worse?" I said, "Elementary kids or high school kids?" I said, "Elementary." I said, "Man, the little kids don't listen. They don't listen to nobody." I said, "Man," I said, "The high school kids, they can relate to me. I said, I can relate to the high school kids and stuff. They know I don't have to raise my voice or none of that, man. I be on the little microphone. I be roasting their ass and everything. Funny, it'd be hilarious. I be firing their ass up and stuff. But they cool though. I be catching them at the grocery store and stuff, and they be saying, "What's up, T?" and all that. But the elementary kids, I'm like, man,
Yeah.
Look, there your mommy is right there. Oh my God. How my son been? Terrible. Get him off my bus right now. He's terrible. He wouldn't sit down. He said, "Well, what you do?" I said, "Let me how do I begin this?" Oh man. Yeah, but it's gonna be fun. Next month gonna be fun. I'm saying it in a sarcastic way.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a hell of a year thus far. I can't wait to see how it's going to go out these last few months. It's probably going to go out with a bang,
Oh yeah, man, it really is. But hey, man, we good though, man. We got the knowledge. What to do outside of your traditional 9 to 5 work, man.
Yeah.
So we straight, we good.
Yeah, that's why I'm not sweating it.
I ain't sweating it either, man.
I mean,
they in a panic. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get my kids to school.
Yeah. I'm just like, what's up?
Hey, well, shit, already we good over here.
Yeah.
I don't know why you panicking. Try to provide you with the solution, and you keep ignoring the solution.
Yep.
Keep talking to us about the problem.
Yep. If we keep offering, we offer the solution, and you don't hear it.
That's what I was saying earlier. Facebook was tripping, but they can't trip on us now because we on Wi-Fi and they can hear us loud and clear.
There you go.
Loud and clear about that because, like I said, I've been sitting back. I ain't been talking my shit like I usually do. Cause I was looking at my memories. I'm like, God damn, boy, I was a savage. I'm still talking shit, but I was like. I don't have no filter. I just let that man, whatever is in my head, I let that shit go, and they can either take it or leave it. But
I know sometimes I see one of your posts, boom, it hits my timeline. I'm like, oh damn, I know I got to comment on this.
Let them know. Damn, boy, T is on their ass today.
And there's some days you fire them off one right after the other. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, he's on it today.
Yeah, on it, man. Like I had one, a couple of them though, a little upset about the childhood dream post. I said, "Are you living your childhood dream, or are you CNA certified?" Well, they mad as hell on that one. I
Well,
said, "Listen." I said, "Listen." I said, I love my mama to death, but she was a CNA for 30 years. 30 years CNA. And she brought it upon herself to retire. That's all she knew.
yeah,
And it was like I said, she would have been a CNA now. She probably would have got furloughed too, due to the coronavirus mess.
yeah.
So man, it's just like I said, there's just some people out here that just, I mean, even family that you know, that's all they know, man. They working at this job for this many years and then retire, and it's like I don't know what else to do,
Yeah. I mean, I remember when my dad retired from his job, he was like, he couldn't wait to retire. It's all he talked about. And I remember because my grandma was still alive, his mom, and he lived with her. And she was on a fixed income, and then she got cancer, stuff like that. So he didn't retire because he's like, well, mom needs help, so whatever. And when he did retire, he's like, the hell am I gonna do now? He's like, I've been doing this for 37 years. I've been out here grinding like this, and I said, Dad, part, you can do what the hell you want to do now.
Right?
He's like, yeah, you're right, I can. And boy, he did for a while. He did whatever the hell he wanted.
Yeah, shoot. That's why
Yeah.
I'm glad we provide solutions to where when you want to retire, stay retired, man. Don't go back to that job. I don't want to see your ass going no damn Taco Bell after you done retired. I don't want to see no fast food and stuff.
No Walmart door greeting. No.
No more dog greed, man. I thought you just retired last year.
I needed something to do. Well, I find something to do in my retirement. Trust me.
Yeah, for real shit.
Well, it's like I used to do HVAC, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my buddy, he'll do a side job every once in a while. He's like, "Hey man, you want to make some quick cash? We need to go put this furnace and air conditioner in. Bang bang, we can knock this thing out." I'm like, "Shit, not a problem." Benjamin Franklin talking to me, I'm like, "Let's go."
Right.
But people, most of the time, people come and ask me to look at, oh man, my air conditioner ain't working. I keep telling them, what part of I'm retired from that do you not understand? Well, Dave, you're 46. I don't give a damn if I'm 26. If I tell you I'm retired, I'm retired.
It's no different
with that.
It's no different than knowing a friend that does tattoos.
Yeah,
I knew somebody that man, he was the Michelangelo of tattoos. Man, that dude was good. Like I don't know if you know this tattoo artist, Cartoon, Mr. Cartoon. But he was like, yeah, but he was that good. He was about as good as Cartoon.
Damn.
And shoot, I like, man, I hit him up about a few months ago, and I asked him. I said, man, look, I need some ink, man. I said, I wanted to put the text T on the forearm and stuff. He was like, man, I retired. I am not trying to do that shit no more. I'm like, what? I said, man, you ain't doing tats no more. Damn, man. You the only one I go to for ink. Because he the one who put the ink on my both. Well, this main arm of I don't know if you can see it. Bob Marley. Got the whole Bob Marley smoke with the smoke coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a damn good job too. And like I said, he said, man, I'm trying to stay retired. And see, that's why I want most of the people I talk to, I want them to be like that. They have that same energy. Be like, look, I'm retired. I am not trying to go back to work. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
go back to work. No.
I told my wife, I said, at this point, if I went back to a job, it would definitely have to be a sales job. And they'd have to let me make my own damn hours. She's like, why? I said, because a sales job, not a problem. I said, I've always been a manual. She said, yeah, you've always been a manual labor guy. I'm like, yeah, but I can't. I ain't doing that no more.
Shoot, man. Sales gonna be around anyway, regardless of what you're doing. You gotta convince yourself to get hired. You gotta convince yourself to do a lot of things, man.
Yeah, and
I say that. Go ahead.
I just don't. I mean, I don't know. But then again, I think about doing that, and I'm like, no, I don't think I want to do that either. I'm just good doing what I'm doing.
hmm
I mean, I don't need to. Business grows, so it's not like I'm going backwards.
Man, it feels so good to just have the freedom
Yeah,
to like if somebody say, "Hey, man, let's go to Dallas today." I said, "Well, I gotta take my kids with me, but yeah, I'll go."
yeah,
But still, hey, it's better than saying, "Hey, nah, I can't. I gotta go work."
yeah.
Better than that.
Got to take kids with me, but we're out. Let's go.
Yeah.
Got to get them ready, but then we're out.
hmm
You know,
Lord knows hear the end of it.
yeah. And
You going
see,
by yourself? Didn't bring the kids with you?
it's kind of funny you say that because in this day and age, see, when I raised my kids, if I had to go to the store, I didn't worry about somebody watching them, stuff like that. I took them with me. In
Yeah.
this day and age, I said people are scared to take their kids to the store. I mean, I get certain reasons, pandemic. I mean, talking about even before that, because they're like, "Well, my kids are bad when they go in the store." Whoop their ass.
That's it.
That's how I
That's
grew up.
it. That's the solution to the problem.
Yeah, I mean, yanking knot in their ass.
Yeah,
I mean,
that'll be all right.
I, I knew my mom. I wasn't worried about my dad. He was laid back. Mom, she was certifiable, and I mean, she just gives you the stare, and you could have her back to her, and she give you the stare in the back of your head and start getting hot, and you're like, "Oh, I done did something wrong." Mom's staring at me. I mean, and that's it. If I screwed up, pow. I mean, I got in trouble. I went to a military high school, and there was a Marine naval science instructor, right? And he says, "You don't seem to be too scared of me." I said, "No disrespect, sir." I said, "But it's not you that I fear." I said, "I fear my mother." I said, "She ever come through that door?" I said, "You see some fear." I said, "I don't fear." I said, "There's only 3 people in this world I fear: my mother, my father, and God." I was like, I kind of fear my mom more than the other 2, And he didn't understand until he met my mom.
I was terrified of both my mom and my dad, especially my dad, man. Like if my mom whooped my ass, please believe she was telling my dad, and my dad whooped. Man, I'm telling you something. The worst ass whooping you can get is the middle of the night ass whooping. I'm talking about like when you got your ass whooped by your mama, and then you was fast asleep, and then them lights cut on, and then he come up in there and whoop your ass like a thief in the night, and then
And then cut the lights off and back out the door, and you're in there. Woo! And then they tell you, "Don't let me hear you in there."
Cause you don't know what's going on, but like, cause you half sleep, and you just know you get your ass.
You ain't asleep when he leaves, because
Now go back to sleep.
well, bring me some ice for my ass cheeks because they're on fire. Damn.
Oh boy, I had one of those ass whoopers too. I had an ass whooping, and then she had me go take a bath right after. So you get in the ass. Oh boy, you know that water stunk.
Yeah.
but it molded us into the adults we are today, though, man.
That's right.
Oh
That's
yeah,
right.
no doubt.
Upstanding
Got
citizen.
somebody from I don't know if you can see the caption, Kasoma.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, hold on. I just showed on there. Yeah, what's good? What's going on, Kasoma?
And how you doing?
Periscope. Man, we just talking about you know, just life, everyday life, and the solutions to the problems. That's what we talking about.
Yeah.
Man, I love about this. This is what I love about this streaming service, David. Man, like the only ones that don't pop up on the chat is the hold on. I was trying to hide it. I guess. I
Yeah,
guess I'll leave it on there. I'll leave it on there. Screw it.
Yeah, because I can see it on the right side of my screen, and then I can see it right under your picture.
Oh yeah. So the only ones that can pop up on the chat is Periscope and YouTube. I don't know about LinkedIn yet, but Facebook, you know, Mr. Mark, you know, he wants to be great, you know. I thought he did the thing earlier, but other than that, everybody else can comment on here and stuff. But
Yeah, and he was the one talking back when the Rona started and talking about doing all these messenger rooms and wanting to take over Zoom and you know like run them out the game. Because did you see? Remember he did that thing back in, I forget, it was like April or something like that, or May, when he did that big Facebook Live, and it was like 2 hours long, and he was talking about all the changes. Because remember, you could invite people to a live, and then they took that away.
yeah.
And then he brought it back because he's like, oh, well, now's the time to be social. And I'm like, well, they do call this social media anyway, you damn fool. So, you know, I mean, they want us to be social, and then you get flagged for something.
Yeah, he's an ass hat.
The dumbest thing that used to get me when they'd hit me up and say, well, you can't comment on people's stuff for 24 to 48 hours because you commented too fast on too many people's stuff. I'm being social on your social media platform. Well, how is that too fast? Come on now. You know, that's dumb to me. And people are like, well, that's phishing. I'm like, that's not phishing. You know?
How's that fishing?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. That's what they send you back when you dispute it. Oh, well, that's phishing. No. I argued. I posted a video one time right when the Rona started. I went down to my buddy's farm with him, and we were let's say we were eradicating some armadillos with AR-15s. But I posted a video of us shooting to Facebook, and Facebook took I could post to my story. I couldn't comment on anything.
Right.
And I couldn't share anything. And I was like, are you kidding me? And they did that to me for like 24 hours, but I could post to my story.
Right.
I was like, how dumb is that?
Yeah,
You're still giving me a way to talk, and now I'm just gonna keep running it off in the story because all it is people sitting there watching it. So, you know, okay.
It's tricky, man. Like with certain videos that I put on there, I have to put a caption or something on it, or I'll end up in Facebook jail. Like the last time I ended up in Facebook jail, it was two midgets fighting. But they didn't have no shirt on, so they thought it was like some provocative shit, and they put my ass in Facebook jail for that.
Meanwhile, you get you know, you see ads in some of these groups, and it's got, you know, porno attached to it. I mean, not blocked out or anything, but you post two midgets fighting with no shirts on. Texas, you're going to jail, son.
That shit was funny because one midget was talking shit, and you know he was laughing. He wasn't trying to fight him, and then the other midget pushed him, and his big head hit the door. It said boom.
I posted a video a couple months ago, and they took it down. It was of this girl walked in. I guess she walked into a convenience store, and I couldn't tell in the video if the guy in the video said she had a sledgehammer, but it looked more like an axe to me. And I guess the boyfriend and the girl he was cheating with was in the gas station, and the commentary was hilarious because it sounded somebody like D.L. Hughley or somebody like that commentated, and it just the way he was saying it and it went with it. Oh my God. Everybody I showed it to, when I showed it to it, we were damn near in tears. We were laughing at it so hard, and they took that down. And I was like, come on. I mean, I get it because of the violence, because you do see her hit them. She hits both of them with the sledgehammer, but it's the commentary that's great. I mean, you know.
Rolling. That's too funny. That's too funny.
My wife's like, you're going to get in trouble for that. I'm like, yeah, let's see how long it takes. It took them like a week, but they finally nailed me.
Yeah, realize we can't on time we can socialize with somebody his own messenger.
Yeah.
Say, man, I can't even post nothing.
Yep. And
Hey,
don't
you
message.
on IG, ain't you?
Huh?
You on Instagram, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't do too much with Instagram. I really should.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna put a caption on here real quick. Let me type it real quick. I ain't no fast typer.
Yeah. Me either. Me and the typing lady in high school got into it. Because I couldn't do the whole with, we got to have your fingers positioned this way. I'm like, no, just tell me how many words I have to have typed in a minute, and I'll get it done. I'm going to do the old hunt and peck with the two fingers, but I get it done. Well, that's not proper.
Right.
And then I go home and watch my mom, who was a secretary, just be like, on a damn typewriter. He said, drive me up a wall.
Mine Carla like that.
Make a mistake in the middle of all that madness, the fingers going 100 miles an hour and backspace and do the whole thing, and you're like, damn, you realize you made that mistake in the middle of all that?
My auntie, she used to get on me about me typing too slow, and she was just like super fast. I'm like, wow. I'm like, man. Nah, I'll never be able to type like you. What's your IG, bro?
It's at David S. Stout.
Okay, all right. I got you.
A good thing that, like when I do the marketer ciphers every once in a while, we usually we'll put our Instagram handle name as our name on the, where it's on our picture.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Leave like that. So follow us on IG. Follow us on IG, Syntex Trail 254, and David S. Stout. Follow us on there. We'll be on there too. Yep. I don't be hardly on Instagram either. The reason why I'm gonna tell y'all something. The only reason why I have Instagram is to connect that with my business page on Facebook. But then Facebook and Instagram is the same thing anyway.
Yeah.
Didn't Mark buy Instagram too?
Yeah, he bought Instagram.
So.
Yeah, I see. I think he just moved up to Wealth Chain earlier this week.
Yeah. Yeah,
he moved up to, I don't know, 4, 3, 4, 5, something like that. He's up there now.
And then, like I said, a lot of us still worried about that damn president. I'm like, man, but check I mean, it's terrible. Like, I posted. I think I deleted it, but it was a episode on this series called Unwell, and it was talking about um, Kama Sutra,
Yeah.
like tantric,
Yeah.
that freaky spiritual sex stuff.
Oh yeah.
And guess who popped up at the beginning of the episode?
Zuckerberg.
No, Will and Jada.
Oh, come on.
I saw that. He showed his whole family and everything. I said, wow.
Wow.
Oh my God. That's a boy, they ain't giving them a break at all.
No. Well, I seen. That's funny you say that because I saw earlier the lady that played the original Aunt Vivian on there, the first lady. Well, she was my favorite Aunt Vivian. I thought she played that role better than anybody else. Apparently, her and Will Smith didn't get along.
Yeah, they had beef.
Yeah, she thought she didn't like it. I think her exact words were, "I've been in Hollywood for 10 years, and this little snot-nosed punk comes in here and gets a TV show." Yeah, and then he made Bad Boys how many years after, he started The Fresh Prince, And I think her beef was when she wanted, they all wanted pay raises. She wanted, Will was making his money, and she, of course, wasn't getting what she thought she should get. And which I can see, she wanted him to go in and stand up with all of them, like all the people on Friends did with each other, because they all went in and said, "Hey, if we all don't get paid, then we ain't doing a show no more." And they paid them like $1 million episode for the last couple of years,
Right.
Dude. And Will told her, "You got your deal, and I got my deal." That's what she said.
She basically called him a spoiled brat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was funny. That was the best NBA because, like, when she got replaced, the light skinned one didn't really do much.
She didn't have that attitude.
No.
The first Aunt Viv, she had some attitude.
Yeah.
Let's see.
She let him know that she wasn't playing. And then, like I said, with light skinned Aunt Viv, it didn't show her much at all. And it really showed more of Will and Carlton and Ashley. And Uncle Phil was getting on their ass majority of the time. But
yep.
It was like I said, it was mainly Will, Carlton, and Ashley. And like Hillary, she'll do her thing. She'll pop up every now and then, just be Hillary with her blonde acting self. But other than that, it was Will, Carlton, and Ashley. Yeah, for real. But say, hey man, I'm finna go ahead and lay it down, man. I appreciate you being a guest on the show, man. I need to start doing these more often when I be at home.
Yeah.
I be out all the time. Shit, man.
Yeah, I hear you. I ain't never at home either.
Oh yeah, man. I'm glad you like this free stream thing. Hey, and follow us. For the audience who's watching, follow us on IG. If you're on Facebook, hey, David Stout, man, follow him. Good dude. He's a good dude. Mad supporter, man. Thank you, like I said, thank you for being on. I'm gonna look for some more themes on here, man. I like this X-Men one I got. It's pretty tight.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll do that, man. So like I said, for the ones that's brand new, that's brand new and want to learn how to become financially free as well, because I know y'all tired of running that rat race. Hey, inbox me, inbox David, man. We got you.
Yep, we got you.
We're more than just product selling mofos. We teach you how to better your lifestyle and free it, man. Just be your own person and just be yourself, man. And learn to invest in yourself. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to get out this situation that we
That's right. You are your best investment.
That's it.
And
That's it.
you know, you won't do anything you put your mind to. You just gotta, go for it. And I mean, and work at it. And if this is what people need to understand, okay, in this day and age, it is not hard to have an income stream or to start a business. There are so many businesses you can start. Look, man, if people need to make cash on a daily basis, they can go Uber, they can go do something like that, something that they can cash out on daily.
Yeah.
There's plenty of businesses you can do online where you cash out daily. There's plenty. I mean, some of these businesses you can start out for free all the way up to, but don't let them fool you because you're going to have to make some kind of a purchase somewhere. So it ain't necessarily always going to be free. All the way up from $20 on up to 100, thousands of dollars you can get into. But people just got to understand that there are solutions out there. There's ways. All they got to do is hit one of us up. We'll help them. We'll get them out there.
That's it. Because either way it go, you're going to have to spend money, man, regardless.
Right.
If, like I said, I was talking earlier to David about what was the definition of a real job, man, because either way it go, regardless if it's a real job or not, you have to spend money. Like when you trying to apply for a job, you got to have the money to get a uniform.
Yep.
Some require steel-toe boots. Some require a suit and tie. Some require you to, stay clean.
Yep.
That requires money too, because some men, I don't know why I'll even call them men. Some just don't know how to shave.
Yep.
But
I hear you.
but it's still, it requires money to do these things. And then, like I said, when you do get hired on at the job, you gotta find a way to come up with the gas money to get to work.
Yeah.
5, 6, even 7 days a week. Then you gotta find a way to feed yourself. That requires money as well. So I mean, either way it go, man. If you working a 9 to 5, and you have your own home based business, you still gotta have that capital.
And here's
cost, man.
Yeah, and here's what people need to realize is, nobody's telling them to quit their 9 to 5. Like I said, like I said a few minutes ago, use your 9 to 5 to fund your business too. And in the meantime, after you start your business, take that money that you're making from your business while you still got your job, and invest it back into your business. Because if you don't put money back into it, and people are like, well, what do I got to put back into it? Oh, trust me, there's plenty of things, I mean, look, like the streaming service, stuff like that. But guess what? Here's the golden lining and all that. That's a tax write-off. That's a tax write-off.
And I know I read it all.
And guess what? And if they want to go even more, you got a job, you got a business. While you're driving to work, get you a window sticker and put it in the back window of your car while you're driving to work. Guess what? Now you can write that gas off and that mileage off because you're advertising for your business. See? Yep. So you're making money. You're making money and you're saving money on tax. That's what I'm saying. There are so many ways out here to earn money. If people will take the same time, and the same thing I tell my kids when they want to argue with me about doing something, I say, you just spent 15 minutes standing here arguing with me about it, when you could have been doing what I told you to do and probably been done with it, So if you're going to take the time and sit here and sulk and pout and feel sorry for yourself, and I mean, that may be hard for some people to hear, and I'm sorry, but it's just the truth. And that's just how I'm going to deal it to them. If you have the time, quit doing that. Pick yourself up and put that same energy into your mindset. Put it into, a business, put it into something that's positive, that's going to give you a gain, because as soon as you change your mindset here, your life's going to change out in front of you.
That's right. Because man, you get paid to take people where they need to be. You can get paid to grocery shop. You get paid to deliver food, not just be a pizza man. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, like the possibilities are endless. You like quit listening to society. Quit trying to live in a music video. There are people that are out here thinking that, oh, I gotta go sell dope, or oh, I gotta go shoot hoops or play sports to make big money. No, that's not the case at all. You don't have to do that. There's a million and one ways for you to make money, and
That's right.
that, yeah, playing playing sports, slanging dope, and rapping ain't it. It's more than just them three.
No, yeah, and because there's only a slim portion of them that are going to make that anyway. You know, I mean,
And in reality, most of them rappers broke anyway, so don't even.
yeah, yeah. And the only ones that ain't broke are the ones that they were smart enough that when they started making big money, yeah, they might have went and bought some nice stuff and stuff like that, but they also turned around and what they do? Look at Snoop Dogg. How much
Yeah,
money that dude's got. Look at something like look at Shaquille O'Neal, basketball star. You know, a
yeah,
lot of your sports stars go bankrupt. Not that dude. That dude is all about making his money. Shaq's
and see,
worth what,
Snoop Dogg,
350, $400 million?
yeah,
You
Shaq,
know?
Shaq is definitely an entrepreneur. And see,
Eh,
Snoop Dogg. I watched a video about Snoop. Snoop soaked the game up from Master P. Master P put him on that entrepreneur game too. So if
Yep.
it wasn't for Master P, Snoop probably been dead or like I said, broke.
I mean, yeah. I mean, look, Dr. Dre created him and that other dude. What I can't think of his name, but they created Beats. What they sell that bad boy to Apple for? A couple
Yep.
billion.
Oh, about Dre, yeah, Dre.
And
I was,
they said, thank you for my couple billion. He got him some Apple stock. He stayed on the board and said, thanks, I'm out. You know?
hmm
And but that's just it. They went outside their box and they added something to the game.
Yep. Oh yeah, and that's another thing too. I'm glad you brought up Dre too. Fellas, I'm talking to my fellas out here. Fellas, if you're gonna get with you a woman, make sure that she stay on your side and know about business. Dre sold them damn earplugs and them headphones. Got a divorce, and she got half of his shit. Don't fellas,
Yep.
don't.
But
She better know something. She better have some smarts. She better have some brains. I
yeah,
swear.
but you know what though? She'd been with him for a long time,
Yeah.
so she
Uh,
deserved at least a chunk. You know. But look at like Bezos when he got divorced, right? His
yeah.
wife, look how much he had to give her, like 40, $50 billion. Dude still stayed richest guy in the world. He was like, here, take your 40, 50 billion. I'm going to keep my other 130 billion I got, and I'm going to keep rolling.
Yep. Yeah, cause I'm a smart man. I
Yeah,
know what to do with my money.
that's right. And that's just it. They don't, I mean, think about it. I mean, like, I'll say it again. All them people that we just mentioned, they came outside of their box
Yeah.
and they went, you know, and they added different things. And that's how you got to be, you know. They're not worried about, you know, trying to get paid. Just look at Gene Simmons that sang for Kiss, you know, or to
Yeah.
play that's in Kiss. You know, he's that dude's an entrepreneur too. If it don't make money, he don't have nothing to do with it.
No.
You
Ain't
know,
trying to care if it ain't talking about no money transaction.
that's right. And Gene Simmons is a little bit of a weird dude, but he's a weird dude. Got some money because I mean everything he tried. I don't care what it is. If he thinks it's a good idea, he's going to try it. If it makes money, he's going to make some money.
Another one. Oh damn, what's his name? Steven Tyler, man. He rich dude too, man.
Yep.
He's been doing rock and roll for a while. He look like somebody's aunt, but
Yeah. Yeah.
like he blow essential oils all over the place.
Yeah. Now he's got that mustache thing going on. And it's
Yeah,
kind of like a Fu Manchu style thing going on. I'm like, what are you trying to do, man? You know, I mean, but yeah, look at Paul McCartney.
yeah,
Okay, look at him. Paul does not care. I was, you know, I was reading about some of the Beatles kids, and you'd be surprised there isn't really a one of them that relied on their dad. You know, I'm sure, yeah, connections helped out. But like, what is it? Paul McCartney's one daughter, I forget what she does. She does something in the entertainment industry, but you never even know it. And she like, I forget exactly what it is she does, but she's like with big TV shows and stuff like that. I'm like, damn. She's like, I don't need, she's like, my dad, all he did was instilled in me what I needed to do. And she's like, I'm like, and yeah, like I said, I'm sure there are some connections to be made. Or Clint Eastwood's son, Scott Eastwood. That dude's 31 years old.
He looks just like his daddy too.
Oh, you ain't kidding, he does. And he said, I watch Joe Rogan's podcast every once in a while because Joe Rogan kills me. And he had him on there. He's like, so what's it like growing up with Clint Eastwood? He goes, first off, when you go to school and people are like, well, yeah, my dad works down at the electric company. What does your dad do? My dad's Clint Eastwood, bitch. That's what. I mean, Joe said that's probably what it's like. He goes, and Scott Eastwood's like, well, he goes, I didn't see my dad a whole lot growing up because him and my mom, he goes, I also have a sister too. He's like, but him and my mom, he goes, dad was always gone, this and that. He goes, and then I got sent to live with him after a while. He goes, and I forget what movie it was, he said, of his that he watched. He goes, but then it dawned on him who his dad was. And he's like, look, my dad isn't giving me nothing. He said, if anybody, he goes, what you see is what you get with Clint Eastwood. He said, I have to audition for his movies. He said, I don't get nothing. He goes, and the way you audition for my dad is you shoot a video or something like that and send it to him. And if he likes you, you'll hear from him. He goes, I don't ever hear back. I'm like, no, the dad's like, you got to pay. He said, my dad never made one phone call for me, never did nothing in Hollywood.
Yeah.
He's like, because he told me, hey, son, you got to go after it. And he's like, Clint's what, 90? Clint's 90 years old, man. And he's still cranking out movies. He got a mess of kids, too.
Yeah.
They all
look like him, though.
But his youngest one there, Scott, Scott said there's a picture, I forget of what age he said he is and his dad is, and they have a picture of him, and it's almost the same pose. And he said it's like looking at twins.
Wow.
I'm like, yeah, I bet it is. If he just get the draw, the Clint Eastwood voice, that'll probably come later years.
See, I was talking about that the other day about, because I'm, like I said, that's the reason why I got the whole X-Men thing right there, man, because I was talking about, we was talking about who was going to play the next Wolverine. I was like, man, shit, get one of them Eastwood boys to play him. He already got the whole Wolf Man thing going on.
Yeah.
Have him play it.
Yeah. And he's got that that rugged look about him, that jawbone, that solid, jawbone like that, the real, and that's kind of Wolverine,
Oh yeah, just
and
like
he
that.
fits it. I mean,
we got somebody that's on Periscope. Hold on, I'll put it on here.
I've been unemployed with no income for 3 months. For real.
We was talking about that. We was just talking about that, man.
Yeah.
Hit us up. We provide the solution to make sure that you get some income.
Yeah.
We don't want y'all out here comfortable. I mean, 3 months going on 4, you got to be having some kind of help.
Yeah.
Other than that, you wouldn't be on Periscope. Your ass would be out here homeless.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't care about you. You got no job.
But hey, how many people got that? But there again, right back we go to. Look what the Rona did to everybody, and and then when that unemployment, they cut that unemployment out because I've never seen more people argue in my life and then they all go on vacation.
Yeah.
The whole government. You can't say Democrats or Republicans because they all did it. they're all fighting about it, and they all went. It's like, wait a minute, there again, they all went on vacation, but they care about the American people, but yet they all went on, I don't know. We need some new people all the way around.
Yeah, for real. And as you can see, there ain't nobody having these these crab boils or nothing anymore.
Nope.
Showing off crab legs and stuff. I said, shit, the unemployment running out. Yeah, unemployment running out. You're going to have to use that money to use it for something smart and quit spending it on dumb shit. David, I've been trying to tell you, hey, it's Saturday right now, but I usually, my filter is off. I'm trying to tell y'all monkey asses for the past 5 years, going on 6. Shit's not getting any better. We need to do something right now. Make a change. They be looking at me like, man, they be looking at my posts like, man, I don't know how you be getting any business, man. You asshole. Hey, this is just me. I just tell it like it is.
Yeah,
Like,
and
I'm not finna fucking lie to y'all.
the real people are the ones that people want to work with.
Yeah. I got real people that work with me every day. Solid people.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know, man. There's a lot of things to do out here to keep from, to get, to employ yourself.
That's it.
I mean,
excuses always come. With some, excuses always come with, well, my driver's license is suspended and stuff. Well, find some kind of way. Find some kind of way to get your shit back on.
Yep.
Come on now.
Well, okay, here. I had somebody reach out to me and I blocked them. They've been, I guess, following me, asking me, stuff like that. Not even in business with me, stuff like that. People, they hit my messenger. They ask me this about, some on social media engagement, stuff like that, whatever. I'll answer them. I ain't got a problem with that.
Right.
And that's how this person been doing. Then they come back with, hey, I got a business opportunity I'd like for you to look at, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, well, I'm not really looking for anything right now, whatever, blah, blah. I'm like, but hey, if I know, tell me, let me at least see the info. Because if I know somebody, if somebody comes across me looking for something like that, I'll send them to you. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, it's going to cost you $25 for the info. What? Yeah. Wait a minute, hold on. You came to me.
Yeah.
Asking me.
Yeah.
If I would, but in order to get the info, I got to pay $25, and you won't tell me what it is until I give you the $25? Right. Well, I had to, and then they said, well, I had to do the same thing. I was like, look here, I know an okie doke when I see one. Yeah. Okay. And she's like, you'll get the message after the $25 would pass. Yeah, the message that says, hi, sucker, thanks for the money, peace, and then you get blocked. I was like, come on now. This ain't nobody falling for that. So watch out for scammers, y'all.
Yeah, and they go straight to their Cash App too.
Yep. Yeah, that's what it was. Well, I need Cash App or PayPal. That's what it was. Cash App or PayPal. I'm like, no.
Just go straight to the point. Just let me know, like, hey, I need $25 for my Cash App. You ain't gotta lie to me and talk about there's a secret formula. It's always some bullshit ass formula that
yeah.
Bullshit ass formula that make you want to spend something and it doesn't do any good. Like, man, just quit beating around the bush and let me know what's up.
Yeah. Well, some of these new marketers get in your inbox and they friend request you and then they cold message you right off the bat. Well. Right. They catch me, and you don't see it too much because I don't, man. I could really be a whole different person if I wanted to be because of some of the crap messages that I get. And I mean, I could put some people on blast, but I don't because that's just not me. But some of this stuff.
I do it. Some get
Oh, I
mad.
know you do. And so you do a pretty good job at it. So I try to take the different approach, but you'd be surprised how many people I get to block me anyway, because I'm like, look, they'll come right off the cuff with that. And my next question is, yeah, well, let me ask you a question. How long you been marketing, and who taught you this bullshit that you're doing right now? And if you're ready to listen to something, let me know. And they'll either. I've had people come back and legit answer me and go, look, man, my sponsor left me and I'm just trying to wing it out here. And I'm like, well, hey, damn it, at least you're honest. Well, can you help me? Well, yeah, I can give you at least a few tips. I mean, to do better than that. But, people like, you call them out like that? I'm like, yeah, but I'm not putting them on like blast. I'm at least doing it in Messenger and just asking them, hey, I'm willing to help you. I'm willing to, but don't come at, and if they persist, and they just want to be pushy about, and not really realizing and reading what I'm saying, I'm like, oh, well, I ain't got time for you now. Now you're going to the block party.
Because they know they don't care.
You
When they do it like that, they don't care.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, keep doing this stuff that you're doing, and keep not going anywhere. So,
That's it. I'm like, man, you got to come at me another direction, man. Because people join people. People don't join companies, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know you outside of this inbox, but yet you steady being persistent in my inbox. I said, I can share the links with the people who actually engage on my post in
Yeah.
public. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, and the funny thing is when you're running an online business, you get on a team, stuff like that, and you start meeting other marketers, you get more support there than you do from your own people,
Yep.
and it's funny because I used to be when I first started doing, when I first got into the online space, it was probably, God, I'm going to be embarrassed by saying this, because in the time I'm going to say I feel, but I stepped away from it for a while because I just got frustrated with myself. It wasn't frustrated with any business; it was frustrated with myself. But
I'd be like, yeah,
I went to an event, okay, and this shows you how bad I wanted to go to this event. It was with a company I was with. It was a $500 buy-in just to get into the company. Okay,
damn.
and I scraped together the last $45 I needed to join. I went out and collected aluminum cans on the side of the road, out of the ditches and everything, for 3 straight days until I had enough to go cash in and get that other $45 that I needed. Okay, so after I got to rolling, my nephew was in this business, my sister was in this business, and a few other people we knew, so we could have team meetings, and we'd have them. I had a decent sized house, so we'd have them in my house. Everybody bring their computer, we'd be sitting at the kitchen table. I mean, there'd be some masterminding going down. And so then one of the events came up. They have an event every so often, every so many months, and it was out in Los Angeles. I'm like, man, I ain't been out to Cali in a cool minute, shit, I'll roll on out there. So, but it wasn't necessarily that I could afford it, but I didn't even think about affording it. I just said, man, I got to be at this damn event. This thing looks like it's going to be just crazy, and I need to be there. So, me, my sister, my nephew, and 2 other people from our team that lived in another state, we shared a hotel room, and I slept on the damn floor because I didn't care. I wanted to get in. My sister loaned me the money for the plane ticket to get there,
Right.
and that was one of the most eye-opening experiences I ever had in my life. But here there was other people that I'd met some of the people that we were in the business with, and they lived in, like, I think it was in Pennsylvania, or I think it was Pennsylvania or Virginia. Some of them, maybe it was Virginia, and they drove all the way to St. Louis. And we had like this weekend powwow thing, whatever, blah, blah. Well, then some of the other people they were connected with at this event, I got to meet all these people. And it was just kind of neat because I've never been in an environment like that with somebody. I mean, we was in a convention center. We was right next to the LA. We was right next to the Staples Center. We was at
Yeah.
we got the cops called on us at
Wow.
5:30 in the morning because we were standing out there waiting to get in the building because they said the doors were going to open at like 7:30, and so
Yeah.
we could get in and get moving around because they wanted to start at like 39 o'clock, something like that. Well, you know how entrepreneurs are, entrepreneur hours. You know, we're up. Oh, look at us now. You know, so everybody, and we lined up, and there was probably 5,000 people standing outside this thing. No kidding, 5,000 deep. After just probably about within an hour after we got there, well, some rookie LA police officer come and saw all of us standing out there. So he calls in and says there's a mob forming. Now, hold on. A mob forming. We were all in like business attire, like ties and suits and nice clothes and stuff like this. And we're saying, we hear sirens coming.
Yeah.
We're like, damn, something's going on out in LA, you know, blah, blah. When we see lights coming at us, and we're like, wait a minute, what's going on in LA? And this guy pulls up, one of the police officers. I mean, it was a crazy weekend. I mean, it's just kind of stuff you go through. That's kind of what I thought was kind of funny about it, because we went in right after the police got there, and then they saw what was going on. And the one police officer showed up. He'd been there during like Rodney King stuff, and he was like, oh man, he goes, so when they come over there, there was a potential riotous situation. He's like, we flew out, you know, and I was like, yeah, I see. Look at the way y'all came up in here. And he was like, oh man, it's peaceful. They blocked off the roadway for us where we were standing and stuff like that. And they stayed with us until they opened the doors and went in. And they were with us for about an hour. And he goes, all because some damn rookie got nervous and thought they were, you know, he goes, I'm going to have a talk with him when we go back. He goes, rule number one, I doubt 5,000 people are going to show up in suits and ties to be out here and start a damn riot. I'm like, right. Yeah, you know. But it was kind of funny because a couple of them police officers wanted to know what we were doing and what we were there for, and they took info from us and was curious about the business. So,
shoot, probably some of them joined too as soon as they got in there.
Yeah, they probably did. I mean, it was a cool experience because, like I said, just being around all the positive people and everybody, you know, being, you know, we all have the same goal, you know, and when you have a room full of people like that, and I forget, they told us what the attendance was. There was like 15,000 people there total, and you could feel the energy, and everybody was with their teams. And everybody was broke off in teams. I mean, you know, we were all sitting in a crowd, but you could tell because everybody was wearing, they all had like team colors. And you could see like the red, you know, blue, green, you know, whatever, because we were green. We were color money. And, you know, but it was a hyped up event. And then it just kind of.
Like a big ass pit rally.
It was. That's all it was. And then we flew back to St. Louis and that we hit the ground running, but then we all wound up going different directions and stuff like that, as you wind up doing in these businesses, you know.
Oh, that's how it be, man.
It just happens.
Yeah, be.
But hey, can't help.
But you're gonna have some that's gonna be there with you to the very end, man.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna always be solid.
And you're gonna have ones that, you know, y'all have kind of split up a little bit like this, you know, you've kind of split like this, and eventually you come right back together. You always wind up back. It's almost like, well, here, I need to go gain some knowledge over here, and you go gain some knowledge over here, and then you come back together, and it's like, bam, you know. I mean,
like that, man.
That's how it has to be.
Oh, yeah, man. For real. All right, but hey, let me get over here, man. God, man, I am like, tired.
Yeah, I hear you. It's 2:45 here. My wife just opened the bedroom door because she was out there in the living room snoozing. I didn't even mess with her. I just came in the bedroom and she just gave me this look like, what in the hell are you doing?
Shoot, I'm surprised mine didn't come in here talking about you being too loud. But say, man, I appreciate you being on here on the live. Yep. Like I said, just chopping it up, man.
Yeah, I'll do it anytime.
What's up, man? And,
I'll do it anytime.
Shout out to the ones that showed up to chat, Kasoma, Tanya. like I said, Tanya, reach out to me on Twitter because Periscope that's affiliated with Twitter. Reach out to me on Twitter. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Because uh, I too was unemployed, but with income, not with no income. Pretty much going on, folks. So I got you. I got the solution to your problem.
Yep.
If anybody else is watching, that's following Mr. David S. Stout, if y'all got a financial problem, hey, he has a solution. He has
Yep.
a solution to y'all problem and stuff. Just don't be scared. I tell this all the time. Uh, most of my posts, I be an asshead, but I'm not gonna bite your head off. I got you. David got you. He can be an asshole too. I know it, but he got you.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you got it. That's where the learning to become thick skin comes along. You know.
Yeah, man. You gotta have that rhino skin, man. Crocodile skin,
That's right.
hippo skin, shit. As long as it's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah. I mean,
Tough, man. Because that's some sensitive people out here, man. They just like, damn, you need some baby wipes or something.
yeah, I
Man.
know
Sensitive.
they are. They're sensitive. They're sensitive.
But like I said, we're not gonna bite your head off. We got the solution to y'all problems and stuff.
Yep.
Like I said, man, we're going to do this again, man. Like I said, I appreciate you being on the live with me and stuff. And for the new people out there, if anybody's trying to, you know, broaden your audience, reach out to me. I got the link to it, to where you can broaden your audience. You can be on YouTube. You can be on Periscope. You can be on Facebook Live. Up to 30 streaming services. I got
All
y'all.
the same time.
Got the link to that. Yeah.
Yep.
Dave, you got it too, right?
Yeah, I haven't officially done all the sign up stuff yet because, like I said, the Zoom hit and all that other. I'm getting ready to flip it over and probably do away with the Zoom, and I'm probably going to do this because I like the way this looks.
Oh yeah, man. Like I said, you can set up to anything you want to, man. However you want to do it.
Yep.
It's your domain. Okay.
That's right.
All right, y'all. I'm get up on out of here. This is Late Night Talk with Text T. Guest David S. Stout, man. See y'all later. Hey, if y'all already sleep, y'all see it in the morning.
That's right.
All right, y'all.
All right, man.